live?
Here, come here.
Should I go get you?
You can.
Well, I did.
It's kind of dark, huh?
I can't tell. I can't tell if it's working or not. I think it's working.
Like, is it live? Are we live? It's embarrassing.
We can't. This is our first time. I think it's live. Honestly, I don't really know.
I mean, the timer's going.
It looks like maybe we have
And
two
there's
people.
2 people.
And now there's
one.
one person. We scared somebody away.
Shoot.
I got it. I guess you can't tell who's there. Anyways, I guess here we are. We're Mike and Alicia. Is there? Oh, now nobody's here. Let's see.
That's awkward.
That's how good we are.
That's right. It's a learning curve.
We're trying to figure this out. So we decided to do it Sunday night, and we're doing a live. Figured we'd maybe try to capture the sunset.
And a chicken. This is Elijah with Newt.
No,
That's
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Oh, that's Lloyd.
She lays green eggs, so we named her Lloyd, as in Lloyd
Ninjago.
from Ninjago, huh?
So we can't tell. Like, is it loud enough? Is it too loud? You know, the picture quality is not super good.
This is a learning experience.
Anyways, yeah, we're still kind of learning this whole live thing. What I thought we'd do is just talk for a second, and like, is our voice even coming up there? I think it is. Talk for a second and just kind of talk about our week, this upcoming week. Let's see what we do if we do this a little bit.
That's a little
Is that
better.
better? What's going on this week? We're wanting to be more active with the channel. And if you saw the video that we did earlier, what was it? Probably Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
when
It
we
was
did that
Wednesday.
video. We talked about the we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about both of our channels and kind of what our goal is. This is our kind of combined shared channel that we do. And mostly this is just kind of stuff around the property, our family stuff. It's kind of our family vlog. And, you know, we really haven't done a ton with it. Yeah, we've just kind of been messing around, shooting a video. About a year ago, we kind of had a span of maybe a month or two where we were shooting pretty consistent videos and not, you know, for a while. And then we shot a few more. And anyways, so this is kind of our family vlog channel. Hey, Elijah. Joined
Hi,
our
Elijah.
vlog.
Hey, buddy.
And then Alicia has a channel that is kind of her, well, what you talked about your channel.
It's called Fit Life with Alisha, and it's just about having a fit life. I love health and exercise, health and fitness and wellness. And it's just videos that document what I do to stay healthy and well and to get more fit. And so I share things that I do. Sorry, the flies are kind of really annoying. I share lots of ways that things that I do to stay happy and healthy, and how I manage the busyness of life, the hecticness of life. And I just thought, I'm going to document this. Maybe it could help other people, maybe not, but I'm going to throw it out there, and just in case, maybe it could be helpful.
So who is your, like, what kind of people do you want on your channel?
I think women in general, because I think we women struggle with wanting to be perfect, whether we realize it or not, with just the stresses of life as a woman, as a mother. So definitely it's geared toward moms and wives and women in general, but anybody could benefit, because I feel like most of these things that I do that I'm sharing is universal to anybody, but it's especially geared towards women. So
yeah. So real quickly, we'll get back to Mom's channel, but
yeah.
Spider E Green is asking if we'll mention his channel.
Of course. So that's Elijah, our son. He's 12. He loves Legos. It's like his passion. Every birthday, every Christmas for the last several years, he is always asking for Lego sets. And so he's got an awesome little channel that he talks about Legos, and he does it with his cousin, Craig. and they talk about Legos and they share some of their favorite things about Legos and their favorite Lego sets. And so, yeah, you can check him out. Oh, there's some light. That helps.
better?
Yeah, that helps. So what is his channel called?
I think it's,
I can't see. I don't have my glasses
I
on.
think what they're trying to, it's spider_E_green. If you go to the chat bar on this video, you can see
He's commented.
I think they're calling it Lego Legion too, but I don't know if you can find it by just Googling that. Maybe
If
you
you're
can.
interested, your kids might be interested if they like Legos, checking it out. So you can message us. You message on YouTube. I don't actually know.
I don't know.
Clearly, we're new to
Well,
this.
you can do I think you can put a comment on the. I think what we'll do is we'll put a link to it in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Hey, Elijah, if you're still there listening, is it loud enough? Can you hear us pretty well through the speakers? Just put it in the comments.
Just put yes.
Or don't. Maybe we've. Oh, okay, good.
Thanks, buddy.
So anyway, so back to your channel. So
Yeah.
so if you've got kids that are into Legos, it's just kind of a fun channel that he's put together. So we'll put the link down to his channel in the description of this video.
Yep. And we'll put a link to my channel in that as well. Fit Life with Alisha. If you women out there are interested in just connecting with me and with other women, it's kind of just a support group maybe for women and to share and support each other and all of that. So definitely check it out. I talk a lot about exercise. I like to exercise, but it's not just that. It's food. It's just mental health, emotional health, just little things I do every day, every week that kind of help me like stay chilled out, help me stay happy so that I can be a better mom, a better person, a better wife, all of that. So yeah.
So, and I think that right now you have mostly videos of kind of like after workout.
Some of them are
videos.
after workout. Yeah.
And it's kind of a companion to fitlifewithalisha.com blog.
Yeah, I
right?
have a blog.
So you kind of, I don't think you have one for every video. Or do you have a blog for every
they
video?
don't always coincide. I do more videos than I do blogs. So, but I'm trying to do 3 videos a week is my goal, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, yep, I'll have a new one up tomorrow, and which will actually we'll put up on this one because they'll kind of coincide. We're going to maybe do a recipe with zucchini. So, because it's zucchini season.
Yeah.
So we're going to probably do some kind of a fun recipe with zucchini.
Well, one of our very first videos was actually our spiralizer.
Mm-hmm.
So tell about that thing.
Well, we wanted to get into like veggie noodles because again, I'm trying to be healthy. We're trying to be healthy. And so we really love pasta. I love lasagna and we like to make spaghetti and all of that, but we know the noodles, the flour-based noodles aren't necessarily great for us. And so we decided to get a spiralizer that makes veggie noodles. So yeah, we made a video last summer with a lot of our zucchini, just showing how easy it is to make veggie noodles. And we love it. It turns out so good. And we just take those noodles and we saute them in some butter and some garlic and some salt and pepper. And then we put spaghetti sauce over them or whatever. So we're going to do another recipe using zucchini in place of pasta. So
yeah,
that will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that.
We shoot the video. We've actually talked about that video a lot of times, but either the kitchen, we don't feel like the kitchen's clean enough or something. Yep. So we never end up shooting the video. So, and I think that's kind of part of where we're at right now with the channel is, we bought this place 4 years ago. And, for us, it's a lot of property. There's a lot of potential. Matter of fact, that was one of the biggest things when we were looking to buy a place. We looked at several different places here in Southern Utah, and we bought this one, and it was always the place with potential. That was always kind of the moniker of it. It's, a lot of property for this area, but the house was older, broken down, that kind of thing. And so we knew that it was going to take some work. So something that we're not super experienced or good at necessarily, but it was always going to be the house of potential. So we and I think that we're kind of approaching this channel the same way, in that I don't really know, like, I really like homestead type videos. Like, that's a lot of the videos that I watch.
And
So
we learn a lot from those.
yeah, so like Lumna Acres, Arms Family Homestead, Justin Rhodes,
Yep.
you know, some of those guys, and there's a bunch of others, but those are videos that I watch. You know, I'm a fan of their channels.
Yep.
I've learned a ton of things, and
they're just interesting.
yeah, they're just interesting. But interestingly enough, if you go to our videos so far, the far and away the most popular video that we did, and really the reason that I think we've gained many of our subscribers, is that was kind of a DIY type video. Kind of. It was more of like a product comparison. We were doing like I was setting some fence posts, and I decided to use that foam stuff instead of concrete just to see how it would work. And so I just did a little video showing how that worked. And that video's had almost 500,000 views. And so a lot of our views up to this point have been from that video. And obviously there's a lot of interest in that. But, you know, I'm really wary of shooting do-it-yourself videos, because I don't do it myself very good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that great at it. So I don't want to make a video unless it's something that I'm really good at, that I've got some expertise in. And that type of stuff, I'm definitely a novice and I'm learning, which there's value in that as well. You know, I mean, there's value of sharing the learning side of it, but as far as like shooting a video of this is exactly how you know, hang drywall or put up a fence or whatever, I just don't want to lead people astray or try to pass myself off like I'm some expert in those kind of fields. There are things that I'm really good at, but I don't know how applicable they are necessarily to the homestead niche. So I think that's what we're trying to figure out, is what is this channel? Like, what, you know, who is going to be our primary audience, that we're going to be able to provide some value to. I don't really know.
And I don't think it's bad to not know. I think, you know, we have fun here. Our kids enjoy living here. And I think just showing our lifestyle here, and that we are learning, that we're kind of starting from scratch when it comes to homesteading. You know, we kind of both grew up a little bit with knowing some of that. My parents gardened, and, you know, we lived on a 1/2 acre. So we had, you know, I had a little experience with that, and Mike definitely had probably a little more than me.
Yeah.
But it's just us learning how to have this lifestyle. Up until the last 4 years, we've always lived in a, you know, close-knit neighborhood with neighbors right next to us on, you know, a 1/4 acre, and neighbors all around, and not very much space to do what we wanted to do. So it is definitely a learning curve here, and we're just learning a little as we go. But we really love it. It's something that we feel super grateful to be here.
I just want to try one of the
Okay. Yeah. So I think we've specified this before, but we live on 10 acres in southern Utah, and it is our happy place. Like we said, we don't know what we're doing that much, and we have a lot of space that's not being used at the moment, but we have big dreams for that. Big gardens. We'd like to have an orchard with some fruit trees. We have bees. I talked about that a couple of videos ago that aren't ours. They're a friend of ours that he summers here, but we're learning about beekeeping from him. He's happy to teach us a lot of what he knows. And that's something that I think in the future, within the next couple of years, we're probably going to get into ourselves as well. And so, you know, we'd like to be moving along faster with this, but we are finding that it's kind of slow going, and that's okay. We're learning as we go, and it's not too bad. But some of my favorite things about living here is not only the space with the 10 acres, it's pretty quiet out here, and we're able to enjoy a lot of peace and quiet. This place had a lot of mature trees here, just regular, I don't even know what kind of trees, but as you can see behind me, that was something I really wanted, was just some big trees, kind of a mature property that was already growing a lot of things. And so we spend a lot of time outside talking about what we want to do, kind of dreaming about what we want to do with this, the possibilities of this 10 acres that we have. And like I said, it's kind of slow going and figuring that out and then doing it, but it's been really, really fun. Even though it's going slow, it's really fun to dream about it and talk about it and plan it. And I think really that's what this channel is going to become, is a lot of it's just the little bits and pieces that we start pulling together to make up the whole of what we want here. And so, yeah, we'll be sharing that journey really, and how our family is working together to do that. We have 3 kids. Our oldest is getting ready to fly the coop, fly the nest. She just graduated from high school and will be leaving here in a couple of months. So we'll be down to 2 kids. There will be 4 of us. But we'll just be sharing some of what works for us and what we love about this place. And you can hear that ruckus. Mike is putting up a light because it's starting to get dark out here, which is great because the heat is kind of sort of coming down a little bit. It's been hot today, but yeah, if you can see behind me, it's just really peaceful and beautiful. And a lot of evenings we are just out here walking the property and just talking about what we want to do with it and what we are doing with our lives. We're just kind of talking about working through life in general. And we feel like it's super important to do that in a marriage and to do that as our family. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that helps. Yep. Hopefully that helps you guys. You can see us better. I don't know if that's good. Maybe point it
too
back
much?
up. It's like kind of right. And I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's really bright. Thanks for hanging in there with us as we try and figure this out. Clearly, we don't know what we're doing, but
All
that's
right.
the point, right? We don't know what we're
We
doing.
don't know.
But
That does
but
look
that's
better
okay.
though.
Yeah.
Lie, does that look better on your end?
If you're still there, actually sitting there.
Elijah.
It'll take him a minute. Type it up.
That does look better. I think it was because I was looking at it when I went in there and it was a little blocky. So
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, I
He
didn't
says
mean to-
yes.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's all
Keep
right.
going.
I've just been rambling.
Oh,
Hopefully
okay.
it hasn't been too boring.
So let's talk about this week. Let's talk about what our goals are, what our plan is for this week as far as videos. We talked about the
Tomorrow.
zucchini.
Yep,
Yeah.
our zucchini recipe. I'm excited.
Yeah. So on the Honeybee Acre side, one of the things that obviously we have honeybees here. And so we've talked about a video. I've got some footage of us going through the hives with our apiator. Is that what that's called? I don't know. The guy that's basically they're his bees actually, and he comes up and takes care of them, and
he comes once or twice a month and just he checks on them and has to maintain them and all of that. So
I've got some footage of being out there with him, and we kind of were going through the hives and looking for the queen and checking on the health. So I'll probably do that type of a video this week.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know. I mean, again, if I go back to the channels that I really like, I guess the 2 that really stand out to me, well, the 3 I would say would be Lumna Acres, Arms Family Homestead, and Justin Rhodes. Justin Rhodes is a master at editing, and I don't know. You can tell that's his full-time job between his family's farm and his YouTube channel. It's a lot of work, and so I don't know that I have the time or the creativity or experience at this point to be able to put together. I mean, I probably could do it, but it would take like all day.
I don't think we need to do things just like somebody else. We're going to do things.
Yeah.
The way we do things.
Yeah.
And we're figuring that out. That's kind of the point.
And with that being said, though, like, using kind of some of those guys as a guide to help us, get that done, or just kind of not as a template, but just being able to say, okay, here's what he's doing. So maybe we could do the same thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. So that's Justin Rhodes. I would love to have my videos have as good a production quality as what his are and has. I'm not sure if that's possible. So then the next one would be Daniel Arms with Arms Family Homestead. And you know how it's like wherever you live, you think, man, we must live in a really boring place in comparison to where they live at. They're a cool property with a bunch of trees, and they've got a creek running through their property. And so they're doing lots of fishing videos and catch, clean, and cook type videos that I love, but we don't really have that opportunity here. But I have to keep reminding myself that other people are looking at our place and thinking, oh, wow, what a cool place you guys have. So, I need to find ways to kind of have that similar experience and showcasing what, the thing that we do have is incredible scenery around us.
We do.
Southern Utah is amazing that way. So there's that. And then Lumna Acres, is a good example of, is truly the daily vlog. I mean, walking through, feeding the animals and that kind of stuff. He's a master at that. And I think a lot of people like that he does. And so, is that the right type of video? I don't know.
I think
really
it'll
know.
come together the more we do it.
It does. And I think that's the hard thing, is just being consistent
And patient.
through the process, and finding the right voice, I guess would be the right way to put it. The right voice of what we're doing, how we're doing it, that kind of thing. As obvious, I think I tried this live stream like 4 times before I actually figured out how to do it. It's really confusing the way that YouTube had it. Anyway, so that's that. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to try to shoot that bee video this week. I'd like to do one other kind of video. Alisha kind of did a walk around with the animals. We have a wasp problem, so maybe I'll do a video of getting rid of the wasps. Yeah. I don't know really what the right thing to do, but we like YouTube, and I really like video production. I like the gadgets, and I like the editing and that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of time and prioritizing and doing the right thing at the right time and making it worthwhile. But the other thing is, I just don't want to just put out garbage. I want to put out something that's someone's going to find value in. And kind of going back to what I was talking about, I need to remind myself that someone watching these videos might be somebody that's homebound. Maybe it's somebody that lives in the city and never gets out of the city, but longs for a country life.
10 years ago, living in, right next door to neighbors who we loved, but we realized we wanted to have some space, but it wasn't possible 10 years ago. We just weren't there. It took 5 years for us to kind of work up to getting here, and now we're in the next phase of, now what do we do with it, and learning what to do with it and how to do those things.
Well, and I think that's the challenge, right? Is like, I don't know. I think I was talking about this in the last video that I did. I just want to provide value at this stage of our life. That's kind of where we're at. Like, what we want to do is, and not just with this, but we want to provide value for our kids. We want to be able to provide value in my business. You want to provide value in your business, beyond just, making money or surviving. I think that's usually what people do. But, at this stage of our life, that's kind of where we're at. I just want to provide value. So,
and I think we can do that. I am a firm believer that whatever you're passionate about and excited about, share it, put it out in the world. We're passionate, excited about this 10 acres that we live on. We really love it here. And learning about what to do with it, we're passionate about that. So we're going to come on here and we're going to bumble through a lot of things and share that with you. And I think there's value in that, and sharing things that we love and that we're excited about. And I think the more all of us can come together and in some way or another, whether it's online or just in our lives, sharing what lights us up, because I think the world needs that. The world needs, us, all of us out there combating the not great things out in the world. And I think ways just like this, we can do that. And hopefully we can, you guys can find value in that in some way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think I would like us to be able to master this live video thing. I think that the cool thing that I really like about live video, and I've experimented with this in some of my things with business, but I find that live video, I think we all have a tendency to be really hard on ourselves, as far as like, we'll shoot something and they're like, oh, that turned out dumb, or I stumbled over this word or whatever. So then we reshoot it, and then we reshoot it, and then we reshoot it.
And then maybe it doesn't go up at all.
Yeah, and it never happens. And so I would like to get to the point. Sunset.
Sorry, bugs.
I'd like to get to the point. The thing I love about live is that it's raw, right? It's like, I think fills the gap of, we're all worried as parents that the internet generation has lost all human contact, which is really true in a lot of ways. We always talk about how it was when we were kids and what we did, and we were playing night games, and out, with friends all the time and riding bikes. And that's just not what kids do, at least as much nowadays, which is okay. That's just how it is. But I think the live video kind of brings back a little bit of the element of community and brings back the element of what
just being human.
Yeah, being human with each other. And I think that's the cool part about this. And so I would like the live component to be a pretty big part. But it's, again, how can we be live and provide value? Like, what can we be saying during these live things that would be helpful to us and helpful to the people watching, which right now is just our son. So nobody's watching. That's all Elijah.
No, I can't see. I wear glasses and I
she's blind as a bat, so she can't see me. But anyways, but whenever we do this video, we have people that watch afterwards, and so a lot of this conversation is for people that are going to watch this later. Do we need to have a regular time? Hey, there he is. Do we need to have a regular time of the week that we always do that? I kind of wanted to capture this view, with the sunset a little bit, just as something kind of fun, but. Anyways, that was kind of what was on my mind, and I don't know.
Yeah,
there it is.
We're kind of beginners.
Yeah,
so if you're interested in joining us on our journey,
so the one thing that YouTube doesn't do very well, at least that I don't know, is communication together. And so as far as like afterwards, I mean, you can do the comments, but as far as true conversation, so if you'd like a different platform to talk to us, Facebook, Honeybee Acres, Utah. Just Google that. You'll see our little logo. Like that page, and you can leave a comment there, and we can have a conversation. Instagram, Honeybee Acres, Utah. Yeah, Honeybee Acres, Utah is our Instagram page. You can connect with us there as well. So, anyways.
And Fit Life with Alisha.
And Fit Life with Alisha.
On Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, this bug issue might be what kills our sunset live ones. But anyways, Fit Life with Alisha is where Alicia's at. So if that fits you and what you're looking for, then definitely connect with her there. If you've got kids that want to watch Legos and hang out with our son virtually, then you can do that with Lego Legion and Spidery Green. Okay. All right. So we've gone about 30 minutes. So thank you.
If you like this, please subscribe to both channels or one or the other if you haven't.
Yeah. And we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Hopefully sooner than 6 months.
Tomorrow.
We'll
be here tomorrow. Just the way it's going to be.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, have a great night. And if you're seeing this later, I hope you have a great day. And we're out. Honeybee Acres, Utah.
Thanks so much.